Hi everyone and welcome to my top 5 all moments from the Japanese Grand Prix. I'm Beatrice from MotorLat, and of course today I'm going to be talking about 5 moments that were shocking and exciting at the same time. So 5th place we had Carlos Sainz finishing his Toro Rosso career on a high. Well, I'm a bit sarcastic today, but what could I say about a driver who's been doing so well in the recent races, just like Singapore with P4, his best result, and then finishing his Toro Rosso stint like that, going out on the first lap. That was not good. He did not make a good impression before heading to Renault. So obviously his naivety just keeps coming in a very, very dramatic way. He just makes so many mistakes that could avoid very, very easily. And hopefully the Renault experience will help him in making better impressions, in growing and building some confidence that at the moment is lacking a bit, because he's very impetuous and needs to control himself. He needs to become more of a surgical driver, which is not at the moment. So obviously he will need to make better send-offs, definitely. Unlike he did yesterday. So here's to a good 2018 and to a good preparation before that year, which will be a nice testing before for Carlos, of course, and before Red Bull makes a definitive decision about his future. So moving on to the 4th place, we have both Hasses finishing the race in the top 10. Actually, these two drivers, Magnussen, who was 8th, and Roman, who finished 9th, complained about so much throughout the weekend, but yesterday they were actually able to get the job done, and I'm very, very impressed because they have been struggling a bit during the first part of the season, and now they are just getting a bit rewarded, and hopefully in the remainder of the season they will do well, just like they did yesterday. So big up to both drivers, and it was a very, very solid one. Now, 3rd place, we have Max Verstappen, who left me in awe because he was able to pull off a very good result. He was very competitive, and I wasn't expecting Red Bull to be this competitive actually in Japan. But probably they nailed the setup, and obviously the lack of the Ferrari competition certainly helped them. And he was able to engage, again, this very close battle against race winner Lewis Hamilton. And he would just not let him escape. The widest gap that Lewis was able to build was around 5 seconds, because Verstappen was just pressuring him so much, and I really enjoyed the battle from beginning to end, and hopefully he will win another race in these last 4 races, because he really deserves this. He is maturing in a very quick and impressive way. So again, congratulations, Max. Then 2nd place, we have another very, very disappointing result, just like the Sainz one. But this one is on the technical side because it's about Ferrari and Sebastian Vettel. Again, reliability is striking because once again, he wasn't able to finish the race. He had to retire at the 5th lap on 53, so that was a massive disappointment for the whole team. I heard that Mercedes had the same problem on Saturday night, but they were able to fix it, while Ferrari detected that way too late, so they weren't able to fix that anyway, because they just saw it in the morning and it was moments before the start of the race, so they just sent Sebastian like that, and then he lost power very, very swiftly. So that's a shame, because again, on the technical side you have to be on point, especially if you're fighting for the championship. But again, everything is ruling Sebastian out of the title contention, even though according to mathematics he's still in. If Lewis Hamilton does not retire in one of these upcoming races, then it's officially over. And in fact, in America, Lewis will have his first match point for the title. I don't think it's going to be close there, but certainly if things go down like this, obviously Vettel will already lose it next time, or in Mexico. So I'm really sorry about Ferrari once again. They are improving with their attitude, but once again they're making way too many errors and things have just started to turn in a very bad way for them. So I sometimes feel for Ferrari, but again, they are responsible for these kind of mistakes, so they are to blame. And then first place, we have not a driver but a situation, and of course I'm going to say congratulations to Liberty Media because they are providing us with so many insights about Formula One. And obviously I'm talking about the driver's briefing, which is being published every weekend on their official page, on their YouTube channel. So they're doing a very, very good job at engaging the fans and letting us see through what is usually on closed doors. So during the briefing, actually, Lewis was trying to get Sebastian Vettel in trouble for the steering wheel after the lift of Pascal Wehrlein in Malaysia. But then Charlie Whiting just said that it was not worth reporting to the stewards, so it was not much of an issue. And then Romain Grosjean tried to return the favor to Lewis, who looked a bit irritated because he said, is it allowed to undo the seat belt after you actually finish the race? And there was a bit of a debate between undoing and loosening the seat belts because it's different. But again, you could just see on their facial expressions that there was so much drama going on. Sebastian was just so pissed against Lewis. He was looking at him in a very, very angry kind of way. And of course, Romain Grosjean was just playing around there and probably was supporting Vettel because he did that affirmation just after Lewis was bringing up that question of the steering wheel. So that was a nice insight, and you could see the drama even during a formal situation such as the driver's briefing. But again, it's very interesting to see because it's usually people are not allowed to see that. So that was a very nice insight, and you could see how the fight for the championship is going on through little things just like that one. So again, an all moment was again earned by Liberty Media. So congratulations and keep this wonderful job up. So that was it for this weekend, who brought too much on the plate, also blue flags wise, but I was not going to deal with the topic because Fernando got penalized, reprimanded and penalized with 2 penalty points on the super license. I consider that very unfair, especially due to the fact that I know what he's going through. But again, you can read my latest article on MotorLat about that. And of course, I want to hear from you about your favorite moments and obviously about the Alonso issue, which by the way has brought things on a halt concerning his contract, because he wants a break clause every year in order to just escape from this situation if McLaren Renault turns out to be again a very, very difficult situation just like the Honda one. So they are still negotiating, and I think that the US Grand Prix won't be the race where Fernando is going to confirm and assess his future. So I think we will need to wait a bit more about that, and hopefully we will have many news sooner than later. So see you soon guys with free practice impression in 2 weeks time, and of course it's been a pleasure covering this weekend as always. Bye!